Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I'm Wilting Rose, and today's video marks the very exciting beginning of a hopefully long living and fun series, the Sims in Bloom challenge. When I started filming the cast for this sim, I almost instantly fell in love with her. She's so soft and sweet, and I'm really excited to play with this matriarch, you know, watch her story grow and family expand. So before I do go on any further, because I can just completely geek over how pretty my sim is and how I absolutely love her to death, I'll go through some of the basic rules for this challenge before talking about the first generation. So rule 1, for each generation complete the designated aspiration, career and skills. Number 2, the asterisk marked points are optional. You can choose to complete these to make the challenge more difficult, which will make sense in a moment. Rule 3, there are 2 colours associated with every generation. Use these for genetics or just clothes and house decor if you wish, which I've kind of already integrated into her, and you'll see in her outfits in a moment, as well as including it in the house, which you'll see in a future video when the build video goes up. And the last rule is start each new generation with a small house, apartment and 1,000 simoleons. So generation 1 is the Daisy generation. The themed colours are white and yellow, which makes me feel like I'm back in my mustard coloured everything era, which ultimately ended up being an eyesore, unfortunately, but did evolve into my current sage era, however, and I think that's a very nice natural progression. In The Sims, it gives me really happy, positive vibes, and it makes me so impatient to start playing. I'm so excited to actually live through this. The description of Gen 1 is as follows. Gardening has always been your passion. Owning a large, healthy garden is all you've ever wanted in life. Even if your nails constantly have soil under them and you have so many broken pots, you've lost count. Your happy place is meditating in the shade of the fruit trees that you grew yourself from tiny saplings. You sit and wonder what your family will grow to do and hope that they will flourish just as beautifully as your garden has. This is the start of your family legacy. Now, our aspiration is freelance botanist. The traits are cheerful, clumsy, and loves the outdoors. Now, with the extra traits mod that I have, I've added whimsical and shy to the list of traits for my sim, which I think fits her perfectly. That's the kind of vibes that I've been getting as I created this sim. I thought she was very shy and whimsical, so these are like the perfect modded traits to give my sim. And we do have a few goals to achieve throughout this particular generation, ones that are not optional, and I'll go into the optional ones afterwards. The first one is live on a lot with the lot challenge Simple Living, which is it's gonna be a bit of a challenge because Simple Living is one of the most difficult, I would say, lot traits to have, which isn't as difficult as the second rule, which is grow a cow plant and keep it alive for as long as you live. If it dies, immediately plant a new one. Now, keeping the cow plant alive is going to be so difficult for me. I remember starting my current household and it was one of the first things that I tried to do, but keeping the cow plant alive was so difficult. It would die almost immediately, so this is going to be an interesting thing to play with. Rule 3 is grow 5 perfect plants, and rule 4 is marry a sim who has the loves outdoors trait, which means I'm either going to remake a sim or I'm going to have to create one in CAS, which is exciting for both of them. And finally, like I mentioned before, the optional challenges are gain the outdoorsy lifestyle and grow a death flower. Now, I don't usually tend to go towards finding my Sims lifestyles, but in my recent household that I've been playing, it's kind of become a natural part of my play style. So we're gonna try and get this done, we'll have to see, but From what I know, the second option, which is grow a death flower, is going to be really difficult, as long with the cow plant, so that's gonna be a difficult one if we do try and aim for that. I do think, we'll try and go for both of them, but it won't be the end of the world if we don't get to do them. Now this is Oxeye Betancourt. I absolutely adore this name. I think Oxeye is super cute. Of course, it comes from the name of the Oxeye daisy, so it fits right in with this daisy generation, and I just thought Betancourt had such a lovely ring to it that screamed like the start of a new generation. This was, my first matriarch for this challenge, and I'm just completely in love with it. And I don't quite have her story all thought out yet. It's still in the brain, but when it comes down to it, I will definitely explain it in the first official episode of this challenge. Now I'm gonna let you enjoy the rest of this creator sim, because I'm really hoping you fall in love with my sim the way I did. I absolutely adore her outfits. I love the way her face came out, and the style that I've gone for, the yellow and the white that's needed for this challenge. I think it suits her super well, and I'm really excited to get this going. So I will leave you to the rest of this cast, and I hope to see you in the next video.